welcome to Lockdown Day 126. Today is the most popular topic I could choose. Pay your taxes. And suddenly everyone has glided off this video somewhere else in cyberspace, anywhere else on Facebook that they can go other than carrying on. The views totals will be massive. There'll probably be 3 people watch this to the end. Who wants to talk about paying your taxes? I mean, there's a whole industry set up to avoid paying taxes. It's called pretty much accountants. Why? Because what do? They help you work out, oh, there's this loophole here, there's this here, if you do this, blah, 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 you don't have to pay as much tax. But what does God say about it? Does God even care about you paying your taxes? Surely not. I don't think I've ever heard a preach about you should pay your taxes. I've heard people saying give your money to the church, but I've never heard anyone talk about give your money to Boris Johnson. Well, let's see what God says about it, because as like most things, he has an opinion, and I'm not here to Bible bash you and say you've got to do this. It's when you give your life to Jesus, you want to live for him, because you're so grateful for how he's changed your life. You can't help but want to give your life back to him and want to follow him and be like him. And it says this in Romans 13 verse 6, pay your taxes. No, there's no clause there, pay your taxes unless you don't feel like it, pay your taxes unless the government is rubbish and you voted for the other party or you want to move somewhere else. No, it says pay your taxes because government workers needs to be paid. Yeah, I hadn't actually thought of that. Those civil servants, if I didn't pay taxes, they wouldn't actually get paid. They are serving God in what they do. Did you realise that? If you're a civil servant, if you work for the government, the largest employer in the country, you are serving God. Even if you're not a Christian, you don't realise you're serving God because he's placed you there to have order and structure in society. God is not a God of chaos and free-for-all. Give to everyone what you owe them. So we're not just talking about paying your taxes. If you owe money to the government legally through your taxes, then you have to pay it. Don't fiddle it. If you owe someone else money, if you've borrowed money off someone, pay it back. If you've taken a loan out, don't try and find the ways around it. You should pay them back. Give respect to people in authority. Remember, Jesus said exactly the same when they came to test him. They said, should we pay money to Caesar? Bearing in mind, they were Jews who were an occupied nation by Romans. They absolutely hated the Romans. And you can't blame them when someone else comes in and suppresses your people. And they said, well, Jesus, what's right to do? We can give this to God, this money, and God can use it, or give it to Caesar, pay taxes. Why would we give it to the enemy? And Jesus blew their mind and says, give to Caesar what is Caesar, give to God what is God's. God's is everything, but if he has put people in authority and power over you, even if you don't like them, even if it seems so detestable sometimes what they're doing, we have to follow God's way and be people of honour, that the world around us would say there's something different about you Christians. You don't feel your taxes. In fact, you pay your taxes and you're glad to do it. You pay people back when you say you will. Today, if you're still watching at the end, I'm so grateful that you've stuck around and you want to pay your taxes. It's not easy because everyone else is trying to not do it. It's a hard thing to do, but let's be honourable people and live how Jesus would want us to live. As always, please like, comment, share, and I will see you tomorrow. Cheers.